Hey guys, Connor O'Flynn with Diet Doc Waterloo. Just shooting a short companion video to go along with the blog article that I wrote today about the role of strength training in sport performance. And just to give you the gist of the article, um, strength training can without a doubt enhance athletic performance almost across the board in different sports and athletes of different levels. And it is safe for pretty well any athlete to engage in as a supplement to their sports training, with a few caveats in mind. Uh, First, we need to make sure that sport practice always has top priority over strength training or plyometrics or agility work or whatever the auxiliary training is. Practice of the techniques of your sport and the skills that go into your sport always comes first. Everything else that you could build into your body or strengthen or enhance through agility work or whatever you may be doing, it only serves to enhance the skills that you have, the skills that you can actually use in the sport. So if those skills aren't there, or if those skills aren't as good as they should be, that's always going to be your primary weakness. You can't compensate for that with more agility or with a bigger bench press or anything else. So sport practice, always number one. So with that said, strength training does not take precedence over sports practice, and it doesn't take the place of sports practice. We need to apply it in an intelligent way, and that means recovering from strength training in such a way that it's not going to compromise our ability to get on the court and practice the sport or compete that weekend, etc., etc. Strength training should enhance your ability to perform your sports skills, enhance the power that goes into those sports skills, or improve your structure as it can contribute to those sports skills, but not at the actual expense of the sport. So for most athletes, the primary goal in the weight room is going to be to choose exercises that you can continually progress at and that are going to have a lot of carryover to whatever your chosen sport is. If you're something like a powerlifter, that's pretty convenient for you because you know what your competitive exercises are and you can practice them pretty well every session while you're getting stronger in the gym apart from that as well. If you're something like a basketball player or a kickboxer or something, you have to be a bit more careful with your exercise selection just to make sure you're not wasting recovery resources on exercises that aren't going to necessarily carry over your sport well. And you can also choose exercises that will provide some structural change or structurally balance you or kind of work around some chronic bad posture that you might develop by practicing your sport for years and for hours a week, which happens pretty routinely. You'll see athletes in the professional ranks and even amateur youth athletes developing certain postures pertaining to certain sports because certain postures are kind of advantageous for certain sports. So strength training can kind of correct those postures, correct those imbalances, make sure that unnecessary overuses don't show up in the first place. The other role that we can use strength training for is to build a more robust athlete. So correcting those imbalances is huge, and that's probably going to lead to a lot of injury prevention, both short-term and long-term in the athlete's career. So we should keep that in mind. If you're going to the weight room with injury prevention in mind, enhancing sports skills in mind, correcting imbalances in mind, that means doing everything with good technique. That means doing everything safely, doing weights that you can handle, and doing them in a measured way so that you're not overtraining on things that aren't going to have a lot of carryover.